Good morning, everyone. Slept pretty good last night. I was worn out after all that stuff with loading up the two storage units and trying to get this van kind of prepared with no budget. Brakes are still, grinding. I just got to make do. I'm literally out of cash, so I've got to find something. So today's probably going to be doing some of that. Other than that, I'm running back over the storage. My current setup just doesn't work. I've got this big giant seat that the cats love to, walk back and forth on. So I was trying to keep it. Unfortunately, it works, but it's just too big to really keep in a van of this size. So that's going back over the storage. I got another idea I might try. Plus, I've got too many tools. In my mind, I thought, well, I'm going to be going somewhere and doing a little bit of work on the van. Unfortunately, with the brakes and everything, I'm not going to be pulling out anytime soon, at least for a month. And that's if I get some more capital together. It is what it is. So we're going to go over to the storage unit again. I'm going to pull some stuff out. I'm going to have to figure out how to make some room. And that's just because it was, just throwing stuff up in there. And then hopefully we go to Planet Fitness for a shower. So that's pretty much the plan for today. I know I didn't mention it, but during the day I hung out in a Home Depot parking lot, which is right next to a Dollar Tree. And then I spent the night in a Walmart parking lot. Got good sleep. Not a lot of cars, but a couple camper vans were out here. So it was nice. Like I said, it was pretty cool. It's still humid, really humid. But the best thing about having this 12 volt AC and those new batteries, I had one 280 amp hour battery. Now I have 3 total. And that really was a game changer. Unfortunately, I only have 300 watts of solar on my roof, so I'm not sure it's going to be able to keep up with charging them all the way. But I had no issues last night. So leaving this shopping center and heading over to the storage unit again. I didn't really want to be back there this soon, but I really do need to make this work since I've got 4 cats in here. And they're having a blast now. They finally settled in last night, started coming out from underneath the bed and, getting higher ground. And they really do love that big seat. I love that big seat. I got it from a Adidas exhibition that they were doing out here. And they just didn't want to ship all that stuff back. So, but it's just too big for a van. It's pretty big. I don't know if you can hear it, but those I don't know if you can hear it, but listen, see if you can hear this when I go to my next stoplight. You might be able to hear the cats back there too. They hear me talking, so now they're trying to figure out what's going on up there. All right. I mean, it's terrible. There's nothing I can do about it. I just, I spent everything on getting moved out and getting stuff handled for the next, basically prepaying everything for the next 6 months is what I tried to do.
I'm all out of money!
Any other time, I wouldn't catch all these lights. The second I try to show you that these brakes are grinding, I'm catching every light. So, might not see it till we stop at the storage unit. Literally, because this is the storage unit. Oh, here we go. Listen. And that's it. I mean, I hate it, but there's literally nothing I can do. My first day was yesterday living in the van, and my brakes had been, threatening to go out. And so it's not like I didn't have all the warnings that you get before you start cutting into the rotors. But I am tapped. All right. We were just here yesterday. We've been here all week, but I thought yesterday was going to be a little bit of a break from it. I just hope I can figure out how to make some room. I don't really want to start sorting through the stuff I just threw in there until next month. I'm hoping to take a little bit of a break, kind of get acclimated to living in a van with 4 cats. The biggest problem is humidity, but that's where I live. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah. All right, let's get stopped. All right, first things first. Yeah, this is how big it is. I mean, it's comfortable, and it's nice and low to the ground, so I can sit and chill, watch my TV when I get it hooked back up. And the cats love it. You know, they go on the back, and if I'm not in it, they kind of nestle in there and bunch up. The problem is it's just too big. And look, if you're going to watch this channel for any length at all, just know there will be cat hair. There will be a lot of cat hair, and there's nothing I'll be able to do about it. And it's fine with me. If it's not fine with you, I guess unsubscribe. Seriously, don't unsubscribe. If you haven't already started, start liking and subscribing this thing so I can build up a following. I'm basically just chronicling what I'm doing. The videos will get a little bit better and a little bit tighter as things calm down for me. Obviously, you know, it's hectic. I haven't really told you guys everything that's been going on, and I don't know when that'll happen. Right now, it's just going to be some day-to-day stuff. I hope to get my little handheld that I put this phone on to hope to be able to get my little handheld to put this phone on so I have some better shots. But for now, it's just going to be me holding the camera and getting through the month pretty much. Got to get those brakes fixed. I know I'm going to keep saying that. It's just, it was the most should have been unexpected issue that's thrown me out of whack. I thought I had some time, so I did stuff kind of 6 months ahead and just had, you know, a few bucks here, and now I've got to try to come up with a lot. I was Googling how much, I guess brakes have gotten way more expensive to do, especially when it's going to be rotors, right? You hear that metal on metal. I'm hoping it's just maybe one, although I see grooves on both, hoping they can turn the other one, or at least it's just the one axle. But man, some of the quotations I see online are like, especially if it's the rotors, $1,200 per axle. $1,200 per axle is crazy to me, but that means $2,400. Now that's just, you know, me Googling and asking in my area what the average is and stuff like that. Supposedly not too far from me, there's some guys that do pretty good work that's supposed to be some of the cheapest, but I can't really show up without, you know, more than a few bucks and get work done. So I'm trying to find a way to make some money, some real money. Like, you know, I don't say real money. I need to get a job. I need something that I can do and still have access to the cats, because, you know, the cats being in a van and stuff, I don't want to leave them. I don't want to not be able to check in on them, kind of thing. So that's a bit of a headache too. And you know, and we'll figure it out. I'm not super concerned. We'll figure it out. It's just I need this van to hold out until I can get those brakes done. All right, let's try unit number 1 here. I mean, basically up and over the top, even though I really want to have access to that wood because I need to build some kind of desk type space to put the cooler on and maybe have a little, you know, space to write on and stuff. But for now, I think we'll go with this one. All right, that was probably the easy part, to be honest with you. But that's out of the way. Let's get back to the van. All right, next up, I need to figure out my tool situation. I've got too many tools, like I said, because I was thinking of doing some projects in the van that are going to be on hold until I get brakes done. So I kind of just need a handful of tools because I still want to wire this TV back in and my cooler back there back in. Yeah, it's a mess. The cats did a number. I did a number. A lot of spills last night. So, and I don't know where my pillowcase went over there, but yeah, it's a work in progress, you know. And this is not an aesthetic channel, so if you're looking for some nice aesthetic camper van, this is not going to be it. This is going to be this guy right here, living in a van with 4 cats. I promise they're in there somewhere. All right, that's handled. There's more room back there. Everything's still a mess, but you know, baby steps, right? Just baby steps. All right, off to Planet Fitness. All right, everyone, I made it to Planet Fitness. I am getting really worried about those brakes, though. This time when I let go of the gas, it almost stops on its own. You hear the grinding noise. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess we'll figure it out. Turning the AC on for the cats before I go in. All right. Be back, kitties. I'm literally just going in for the shower. I'm not doing any workouts. I might come back later tonight to do a workout and shower, but right now I feel gross. I haven't showered since before storage yesterday, other than washing my face, so I need it. So hopefully there's a shower free. Check back with you after. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of grooves right there. It might just be my left one that's bad and can't be turned. Because let's go take a look at the right one. It's a little hard to see on the right one. The right one has lines, but I don't see any grooves or pitting, so maybe they can turn that one. I don't know. Making a quick stop at Winn-Dixie to get some water.